Elisha Holt, how are you, dear?
I'm fabulous. How are you today?
Good. The Midway Bourbon and Blues Festival is this weekend. Tell us about that. What's going on?
It is. So we have lots of fun planned here in downtown Midway. So we're going to have a whole slew of distillers. And now these are not, it's not Maker's Mark that's coming. These are small, privately owned distillers that you would have to go far and wide in the state of Kentucky in order to find them all. And so we have bluegrass distillers, Barrel House, Blue Rook, Fresh Bourbon. There's a whole list of them. And not only do we have distillers, we also have other craft beverage makers who utilize bourbon barrels in their making process. So because of being located on the Bourbon Trail, it gives other product makers access to wet bourbon barrels. And that's something that's kind of a friendly thing the bourbon distillery does for those other crafters. So also we're going to have Kentucky Mountain Moonshiners. We're going to have Wisebird Cider. You know, Leo Island Wildside Winery, obviously Wildside's going to be set up there. And so we'll have some bourbon barrel aged products, which is cool. And then also West Six Brewing, Versailles Brewing. So no matter what your beverage of choice is, we're going to have something for you to enjoy. And so
technically you could hate bourbon and still enjoy the festival.
Absolutely. That is 100% correct. And so it is total. So if you want to go tasting while you're here, then you can purchase a tasting pass from the Midway Business Association, who's the nonprofit in charge of this event. We'll have a tent set up that you can walk up to. Pre-sale tickets are actually available, and they're a smidge cheaper if you buy them online at midwaykentucky.org ahead of time. Those will go away at midnight on June the 6th, and then you'll buy them the day of the show at the tent. And so what that gets you is 10 passes that you can take to your choice of the tents, and they'll give you a sampling of whatever it is they have available that day.
And I'm assuming, can you come to the event, walk around without having to taste? I mean, you can
absolutely, yes. So this event is totally free to attend for the public. Not only do we have bourbon, we also have arts, we have crafts, we have some of my favorite food trucks are going to be here. There's a little I plan on eating that all day long. It's so yummy. And then of course we have the blues stage. It's a fabulous lineup this year.
So who do you have on the stage? What bands are playing?
So on the stage, we're going to open the show with Matt Castle. Then we'll have the Mojo Tones, and then Whole Shot, the Dane Sadler Band, and Rhythm City Groove. So a large variety of blues style is going to be available for you to check out all day long.
And what time is the event? What time does it start?
It is noon until 10 p.m.
Noon until 10 on Saturday.
On Saturday, and the weather looks perfect. I ordered the weather so we would have exactly what we needed, and fortunately she seems to be cooperating.
Wow, whatever you've done there, let's hope the forecast as it appears continues, because it's been a rainy, crazy weather pattern so far. So we got a beautiful weekend in store. That's awesome. And I'm assuming that will there be Midway businesses open and all the charming little places that are up and down the street there, all that happening as well?
Absolutely. They'll all be open. The restaurants will be available for you to come in and grab lunch or dinner. All the merchants will be open with all their eclectic selection of wares for you to enjoy. And so all the charm of Midway plus a fantastic Bourbon and Blues Festival.
That sounds awesome. What else are we looking forward to in Midway coming up? I know you got a lot of stuff going on there all the time, aside from my crazy pit bull barking.
Absolutely. So there's always something fun going on in Midway. So my office is located inside the Thoroughbred Theater and Wine Bar. And so we have events almost every weekend. There's something cool, some reason to come hang out with us here at the Wine Bar, where you can enjoy what I call world-class concessions, as well as locally crafted wine and beer. Of course, the restaurants are open daily, so are the shops. Coming up in July, we'll have a big community block party. We do the same thing in August. And then this September is actually the 50th annual Midway Fall Festival. And so lots of planning goes into that. I'm looking back at some cool history to figure out what pieces can I bring back. And so we actually just decided yesterday we're going to open the show on Saturday. So the mayor of Midway, his name is Grayson Vandegrift. He is a musician. And so apparently at fall festivals, they used to have jam sessions where people from the community could come and they could bring their instruments and they could jam under the stage. So for the 50th, we're actually going to open the show with that. So we're inviting folks the mayor is going to lead the jam session to whatever direction it's going to go. And so from 10 to 10:45 that morning, you can bring your instrument and come celebrate with us the fact that this festival has been around for 50 years.
Wow. Well, that's cool. And when was the last time the jam session happened? Do you know when it happened last?
The paperwork I'm looking at was the 29th annual Fall Festival. So it's been a really long time.
Been a few years.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool to reinvent that and to bring it back. We also have brought back some of the gospel performances that they used to do on Sunday, like community churches used to come and perform on stage, and that was well before my time when that happened. And so that's another piece that we're bringing back. So we're going to have some community performances on Sunday to celebrate how long this thing's been here.
That's awesome. So that's coming up in the fall. Would you have the dates on that already?
Mm-hmm. Sure. It is September. Hold on, let me look and make sure I say it correctly. It is September 21st and 22nd. Another thing that's a little different about the Fall Festival this year, I know over the last few years it's grown pretty dramatically, and so lots of folks have gotten part of the way here and decided it wasn't worth the traffic, or they turned around, or they were frustrated by it. And so we have secured an additional parking lot here in Midway. It's actually just a big farmer's field, and we're going to be shuttling people from that parking area downtown to the festival. It's actually about 4 times larger than any parking lot we've had in the past. And so,
wow.
So it's going to make a phenomenal difference in people's ability to get to the festival in a reasonable time and be able to enjoy it. So I'm really excited about that piece too.
That's great. So again, this weekend's the first thing coming up, beginning at noon. Did you say noon to 10?
Yep, noon until 10 p.m.
And Bourbon and Blues.
Midway Bourbon and Blues. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is there a main website, a Facebook page? Where should people go to kind of keep an eye out? Everything is coming up, because you mentioned the block parties and all the other events.
So if you search Midway Kentucky on Facebook, then you'll see the events there. And anytime we have a tasting pass or something to purchase, you can always find that and more information about the event at midwaykentucky.org.
I gotcha. And then Wildside Winery always doing things as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. At Wildside, we have events every single weekend. So actually on Sunday, we're going to have Off the Clock playing under the pavilion. And we go set up at lots of events. We're setting up at 2 festivals this weekend. So anyways, there are lots of ways to find Wildside Wine, and definitely come hang out with us there too.
How do you keep it all straight? You got a zillion things going on.
I am living. Go ahead.
Have you cloned yourself? Are there multiples of you? Is that what it is?
I have not. All I can say is I am truly living my dharma. I am doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, and so I get to do them with joy and with ease and with happiness, and it's wonderful. So
there you go. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Elisha, great talking to you. Thank you so much. Look forward to getting out there and seeing what's happening on Saturday. I'll definitely come by for a while.
Absolutely. Come say hello. We'll see you this weekend.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.